Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to attempt number 7, episode 1 of Icarus, Elysium, Permadeath. Now, as a lot of you already know, we haven't actually died for the past few attempts as much as we've gotten pissed off and quit and deleted the save. And I stand by my prior opinion that Icarus is a great game. It's a great game, but it's just got a really shitty and apathetic dev team, right? They leave a lot of shit broken, they overlook a lot of essential, integral sort of features, right? They don't make quest objectives indestructible, right? They don't care about a glitch where your stamina bar disappears from your mount for an indeterminate amount of time. They don't care about anything really except money, but they have mine, so I have to make it worth it. So we're gonna hop in again. I have a new character already prepared here so that we can hop in really quickly with pretty much no delay, right? Fresh, level 0 Prospector. Nothing going for us except for our good intentions. So, Elysium. Hard difficulty. Let's pop in. Hello, Claire. You had your surgery yesterday and the pain is hard but manageable. 6.5 with pain meds. Hopefully they got you on the good stuff, but I'm happy to see you, Claire. And I'm happy to see that you're recovering well. I'll keep you entertained. I don't know if you know what, do you know what Dragon Age Origins is, Claire? And welcome, Raincheck. Hello, buddy. How are you today? Yeah, we started playing Dragon Age Origins yesterday, Claire. I got a long, like, 7-hour episode of it. And, let's grab these berries. I am strongly considering an episode 2, because honestly, I was having a lot of fun in it. Yeah. Now, tomorrow, I actually have to go to, town, because I have to grab, like, immigration paperwork or something for my move here to check. So I'm not going to be around tomorrow, which means if you want to watch episode 1 and get caught up for episode 2 of Dragon Age, then you'd have a window to do it. It's not the gay one, though. It's not Dragon Age Veilguard. It's the good version, the good one that came before Veilguard. Before they were gay, the wardens were gray. Alright, I got a stone. How many stones? 2? I need to make an axe or something. I'm looking for more stones, and I'm pretty vulnerable until I find said stones. This oxide here can give me some stone. Okay, we got some stones. Here we go. Very good. I'm gonna make a pickaxe first, and then we'll make a wood cutting axe, because I can use the pickaxe to get more stone. There we go. Okay, let's cut down these trees around my pod. Okay. You're walking again and feeling good, eh? And you can go back home tomorrow? Very good. Well, Raincheck, I hope you can pull that off, buddy. Holy shit, that's a Yeti. Oh my god. I want to stay the fuck away from that. That's messed up. There's also potentially an opportunity predator over there. I want to get the hell away from here. This is a bad place to be, dude. I might die really early. Okay, let's go. I need to go to the east. Yeah, that way. Holy fuck. Grab these carrots. Oh fuck, there's another tree over there. Okay, let's just try to get it. Yeah, that's, oh my god, that's the opportunity predator right fucking there. Holy shit, dude. Go. I can take these. More or less. Oh my god. All right, guys, we immediately died. That was the worst spawn I think I've ever had in Elysium. That is crazy. All right, I'm gonna have to delete this shit. Give me a second. Yeah, we're gonna just pretend that didn't happen. That was the worst spawn I think I've ever had in Elysium. There was an opportunity predator and a Yeti right beside me as soon as we started. Which is crazy, buddy. That's insane. Okay, save games. Wait. Yeah, player data. I have to delete the player data. That's probably the only time I'm going to be dying. I can't imagine that we'd have bad luck of the spawn like twice in a row. A 5-hour car ride? God damn, Claire. All right. Head 2, scars, facial hair, eye color, skin color. Okay. We have our character again. Open world, Elysium, create new, hard difficulty, and hop in. We gotta take it with a grain of salt, Claire. Rain Check is a self-professed. He's a self-professed sociopath. Like, he told me that he has clinical sociopathy, right? So, like, there's, we just, like, you know, grain of salt. Okay, I think we're probably gonna get a fair shake this time, but let's try to be quick. I don't have to hang around and gather a bunch of wood this time, at least. Okay, collect all that shit. Yeah, I don't think I was coming out of that alive because that opportunity predator was just gonna hover around me and kill me eventually, right? Those opportunity predators are bastards. Encountering one in the early game is pretty much a death sentence because it's gonna run away from you every time you look at it, and it's gonna keep on reapproaching you until it finally catches you with your back turn. All right. We made our tools. There's no trees around my drop pod, so we pretty much just have to get out of here immediately. We're gonna head to the east, to the base that we want. I need to watch out for spiders and stuff. And I have to collect everything I need to build a little hut, like a shelter. I also need to make sure I have a good amount of oxide because I'm most likely not going to be able to sleep tonight. I won't be able to make a bed. A lot of the Elysium early game really does just depend on what monsters spawn near you before you begin. And what monsters you are unlucky enough to encounter. The opportunity predator is perhaps the most dangerous one, other than the Yeti. It comes down to the Yeti and the opportunity predator. Most of the other things in the game you can more or less handle right as soon as you get your stone knife going. Alright, get increased the stamina, unlock the stone knife, the campfire, the bedroll, also the bandage. And then we need to unlock the wood rag torch next. And I'm gonna need to get some wood. That'll help me level up a bit. I need more stone. Okay. True, rain check, true. Yeah, and I had I'm pretty sure my sister is like a clinical narcissist. So I've seen spins from people before, right? So usually whenever somebody says something to me in chat, like when they're talking about their life, at first I assume that they're lying, right? And then I try to parse whether or not I can believe them from, like, you know, other details about how they speak and what they say. It's nothing personal. It's never anything personal. It's just a modus operandi that I've adopted over the years. All right, we have a good amount of oxide. I could do with a little bit more, but let's make myself a couple of knives and start cutting down trees. I'd like to have my back to a wall, more or less, so that I know an opportunity predator won't spawn around me. Is it too early for me to try to get that tame? I mean, probably. Let's cut down some trees. Yeah, narcissism, well, you know, the, what do they call that? Those psychotic disorders. There's like a classification for them, right? What? Antisocial. Antisocial personality disorder, that's right. Yeah, it's, When I was younger, Claire, I thought that narcissism was just a made-up term used to describe assholes. But like when I got older and I met a couple of people who, like, it's true that some people they undergo so much trauma in their youth that they actually do become kind of like permanently damaged with a safe bubble safeguarding their mind from changing. It's crazy, actually. Like, I don't think there is actually a cure or a treat. I've seen it. I've seen the way people with it act, right? Like in my own immediate family. I've seen, like, in the context of my sister, like, I love her, but there was a time when my mom was sick and she had no voice, right? Her voice was hoarse. She was talking like this, like she had no voice, right? She was very sick. And she like told my sister to clean up a mess that she had made. And that one simple request ended up devolving into like a primal argument. And my sister screamed in my mother's face saying, she said, "Stop yelling at me," and then screamed at the top of her lungs, even though my mom was physically incapable of yelling. So it's like, I've seen firsthand how narcissism is like, it doesn't matter what's true. It only matters what the narcissistic mind convinces itself to believe, right? It's all narrative shaping. It's all a fiction of the mind. All right, I'm gonna have one of these berries here. Anyway, I just about have enough wood to build the house. I'm pretty much maxed out on carry capacity now. Unlock the health recovery thing, storage, and the wood base building set. Now, I have nothing to feed that tame yet, so I shouldn't get it. One thing I'm wondering is, does my weight get reduced when I craft wooden buildables or increased? Definitely reduced, so we're gonna do this now. Okay. Yeah, even if I was to kill that Tusker and get its baby, I could not tame the baby without meat. I might be able to feed it like veggies, really, but I don't know. And I'm worried about the prospect of trying to kill this Tusker as weak and fragile as I currently am. Hang on. YOLO. Well, I got it. So we can start taming this. Let's try to feed it. Yeah, I can feed it the berries. All right. We have plenty of stone for keeping my knives repaired. Craft more bandages. All right, that monkey over there, I have to kill that. That's the first animal that I'm able to kill. I need to start getting meat. With meat comes powerful buffs for my health, and I need that. And the more kills I can get, the more experience gain I can benefit from. Okay, skin it. Okay, let's make a campfire. That'll reduce our weight by quite a bit, I think. No, it actually increased it. Alright, we're gonna find a place where I can take cover and cook this meat. So that I can get some buffs going. I mean, right here seems as good a place as any. We're gonna bake those carrots too. Got a talent point. Put that in max health. Fed the tank. All right, let's eat. All right, my max health is much better now than it was before. Oh shit, we got a storm incoming. It's only a tier 2 storm. And I did already build a wooden shelter, so I could, you know, put myself in it. But let's try to get to our intended base location first. Grab that. Okay. I gotta kill those. That's good EXP, but I have to make sure my weapons are fully repaired before the battle begins. Okay. Repair that. I should get a level up here for skinning them. Yep. Now we can bump our health up even more than it already is. Getting those bones is pretty good too. Okay. Bone armor is now unlocked, and I also need the bone knife, which I can't get because I'm not level 5. We gotta wait. Wood rag torch for a light source. Eat that. We got some food in our belly at least. There's another one. All right. Repair this knife. Skin that. We are beginning to accrue some exposure to the storm. Here he is. Okay. We're just gonna put down a little shack right here. Nothing fancy. All right, buddy, you should probably get in here. All right, so I have a shelter. Let's make a wooden door. And we gotta cook this. Alright, repair. His health ain't looking too good, but that's okay. He'll be alright. We leveled up to 5. I can now make a bone knife. Once I unlock it. Alright, so now that we have the health upgrade and we have the stamina, I'm gonna want stamina regeneration rate. Let's unlock the bone knife. I need it. There we go. And I can also unlock the new, the medium storage crate now. And let's make this bone helmet. Well, bone something. Yeah, I need armor. We'll get more over time. I'm also gonna make 3 of these healing potions right here. Those will keep us alive for a while. I'm gonna have to unlock the water purifiers and then craft them. Yeah, basic water purifier. I need a little bit of charcoal, which we have in here. Okay. We're doing all right. We're getting ahead of things here. All right, I gotta drink of clean water. We're gonna want to expand the dimensions of the house. I need more fiber. Okay. There's another one over there. Okay. Slate is the easiest stone tool to work with, huh? Okay, we got another level up. All right, let's go, buddy. I can now, you know, add to the dimensions of the house, make it a little bigger. It's only a temporary house. We're going to be building our stone house over there, but this will do for now, right? Okay. Make another wall. Put that up there. Okay. I no longer have any more prime meat. I hope this guy's got some good genetics. We won't know until he finishes taming. Now we're gonna need some more wood. And we'll go get it now, because the sun is setting and it's only gonna get darker. I got a couple of solo points. Let's get the max health increase. That's gonna help us the most, I'd imagine. Okay. It's good that you're recovering so fast, Claire. Don't overdo it, though. Don't overdo it. Take the time you need. Rest well. All right. In this playthrough, I'll be able to upgrade my house, like a lot of it, to concrete very early on. I found out you can actually take the concrete buildables from those generated buildings. You just can't take the other shit from those buildings, like the lockers and stuff. But you can take the floors, you can take the pillars, you can take whatever the hell you want. Get more fiber. I think I have enough time to get maybe one more tree, but then it's gonna be too dark and I'm gonna want to go back home and turtle up for the night. Okay. Yeah, the clothing does look pretty uncomfortable in this game. Even down to the fact that you're wearing a helmet over a helmet, right? Like you have the space helmet, the air bubble helmet, and then you also have to put another helmet on top of it. I'm maxing out my inventory here, making sure we got a lot of fiber for training. There we go. Let's feed this guy. He's 46% of the way tamed so far. Anyway, I can now expand upon the dimensions of the house. Maybe make it into like a 3x3 or something. Yeah, come on in here, buddy. I don't want you out there. All right, come over here. And then let's get a running start. I want you in this house. Damn it, he won't come in. All right, I'm gonna have to just expand the house and then it'll be easier to get him in. Let's make 6 floors / ceilings. And then I think I need 2 walls for the expansion. Cook all that. Okay. All right, we got him safely in the home. Now I need to put the door there. I'm gonna expand it further. Make it into a 3x3. I just don't know if I have enough resources to do it all the way. You stay away from that fire, dude. Don't walk in there. Our house is made of wood. I need to unlock the fire whacker and craft it pretty much right away. Where is that fire whacker? Down here. Yeah, it's important. Also make myself a hammer. Okay. You stay here, buddy. Okay, there we go. We have a nice 3x3 house. It's well insulated. We're covered. We got meat for the tame. Things are stable. Okay. Now, I need to unlock the suture kit, the splint. The seed extractor, definitely. And the thatch building set so I can make ramps. And apparently I can make a ladder here. Yeah, you can unlock ladders, which I didn't know about. It's the building, it's the trim set. That's where the ladders are. So I'll be using those in this playthrough for sure. Ugh. Let's make a drying rack as well. Maybe I can make myself some better buffs. And I need to make storage containers too. I can only make 1 right now with the wood I have, but I can try to get some more. Not that I favor the idea of a nighttime expedition, but let's try to make some dried regular meat and see what the buff looks like. Basic dried meat, more max health. I'll take it, because right now I have no other alternatives for max health. And let's make just a few more bandages. Gotta level up. Now, I can try to go get some wood. But it will be dangerous going out at night like this. It will be. I'm not going to have good situational awareness, but I'll try to get it done. I have a talent point. I believe I'm putting that into movement speed. Welcome, Zuzana. Welcome. You too, Aussie. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm doing okay, buddy. I'm doing okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've been a little depressed lately. My viewership is tanked for reasons I don't know. Yesterday, for example, right, in Dragon Age, we had 23 viewers was our peak. That was the most that we had. And strangely enough, the stream got 23 likes. So what I think is happening is that YouTube just isn't counting a lot of the viewers in the viewer count. There's no way that 100% of the people who watch the stream clicked like on it. It just doesn't happen. Usually it's like a fraction, right? That's what's normal. So the only thing I can think of is there might have been like 60 people in there. But YouTube is pushing this metric that makes viewers invalid. Maybe if they don't engage with the stream, or if they don't comment or chat, like for some reason my revenue is way down, my viewer counts are way down, but my likes are the same. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But we're about to get better internet, and I'm going to be able to do multi-streaming to several different platforms at once. So, you know, YouTube can continue being a dick, and I won't need it as much after a little while. That's what's crazy though, Rain, is that if lurkers don't count, then that means basically YouTube is stealing my ad revenue from them, right? Because the lurkers watch ads like everybody else. And if YouTube is just gonna fucking pretend that they're not there and pocket all that ad revenue for themselves, that seems like theft to me. But, I mean, what am I gonna do against a multi-billion-dollar corporation, right? We have more than enough wood. Let's try to get back to base. I'll grab this fiber. Oh, there is another tree like right here. Thank you, Susan. I need to reapply my buffs. Damn, I can't even loot this tree, actually. Hang on. Yeah, I don't have the space. I can shed some, though. Here, let's make, I made gloves, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna make boots. Helmet. And I have a little bit of extra space now, but barely any, to be fair. Barely have any fiber. Let's make that. Okay. What I can do is I can make a wood pile and just place it on the ground. That will work as a temporary measure, just to make it so I can harvest this tree. And I can put this oxide into my suit. Let's make another one and put it on top of this one. All right. Now that I have storage containers at the ready, you know, we can place these and figure something out. Let's get home. I agree, Rain. I agree. Yeah, I have a feeling like once I start streaming to Rumble and Kick, YouTube may not even be my primary platform anymore because I'm so sick of YouTube shit, right? I feel like I could do without it. Tired of YouTube's pattern of deception. I heard that Rumble, Zuzi told me this morning, she was looking it up. Rumble allows you to monetize right away. There's not like minimum thresholds that you have to meet or anything. They just let you fucking monetize. So if you just make a channel and, you know, people start watching, you'll start earning.
You just don't make a whole lot of money unless you have a big audience. Well,
sure enough, right? But it's not gated, and that is pretty important.
Yeah.
All right, let's feed the mount. We got to keep him taming. It's good that we have that tame so early. It's gonna help us out. Put the berries in there. Why do I have 2 hammers? I guess I must have accidentally crafted 2 of them. But we have the fire whacker as well. Let's go get a drink of water from our filter that we placed here by the lake. I'm not really sure where it is. Here it is. Okay. Remove the temperature debuff in this case, because I'm trying to stay warm. Grab the dried meat. Okay. So I can now double up my health buff there. It's not as good as having prime meat, but it's still pretty good. All right, we have carrots, meat, and dried meat. That'll take care of us. Let's turn on the fire. Pretty fucking cold here. Hello, buddy. Hey, come over here. Get away from the fire. I don't want you to burn. Your day consisted of liaising with police, CERT, and detectives. Right on. Did you have to turn on the bat signal? Did Batman make an appearance? What is the word from Commissioner Gordon, Aussie? Is Gotham safe? Alright, what, if anything, are we doing now? I could go grab that wood that we left behind. Leave that on. You can stay here. And I'll grab more fiber on the way. I'll grab this. It's a small boulder that can help me, you know, level up a little bit, and we're all out of stone, so we kind of need it. I don't think I'll be able to harvest the whole thing. Probably some of it will be kind of stuck underground, inaccessible, but there are some chunks that I can kind of get, like, through the ground, but it's iffy. Nice! Alright, I broke the whole stone. I wasn't expecting to accomplish that without my mining buffs. I don't really know where I left the wood piles. Here they are. Okay, so we'll take those. That's 200 wood. One of the detectives was a hooker. Crazy part is, whatever YouTube is currently doing under the hood, it's crippled like my income, my very like livelihood. I've gone from making an average of $15 a day to being lucky if I get $5 in ad revenue. But we have like 20 members on the channel, so that's 20 days of the month where I get like $4 extra, which is pretty huge, right? The channel members really help to pad those low days. Hopefully whatever YouTube's doing stops soon, and they leave our channels the hell alone. I'm gonna have to make another couple of wood piles. I overdid it, but that's okay. That's kind of a good thing. It just means we're getting ahead of it. Okay. Gonna have to leave one of these here. Okay. Repair the axe. And let's head back. I need to eat another carrot. Well, our first in-game night has been productive. Our first day has gone well. We're almost level 10. Juvenile Tusker Carcass. What? That's weird. Why did it die? It might have caught fire, but then why didn't my whole base go up in flames, right? Like, that's weird. I don't know. That's shitty. All right, so much for that. Yeah, that's really weird. Anyway, let's go get the rest of that wood. Looks like we can't look forward to having a tame. For whatever reason, it literally just spontaneously died. So we're gonna have to find another. I left the door closed. Like, the only thing I can think of is that it caught fire by stepping on the campfire, but at the same time... Wait, was the campfire even on? I didn't even think I left the campfire on. I don't know. And even if it did catch fire, that meant it would have been able to spread fire to the rest of the house, which it did not do. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, I gotta level up. Put that into movement speed. Solo point into health. Maybe I did leave the campfire on and it caught fire. I'll give the game the benefit of the doubt there. And maybe fire doesn't spread from animals to structures like it does from you to structures, you know what I mean? Alright, let's get out of here. I'll try to gather whatever plant fibers I can find on the way back. The fuck was that? Hopefully my first mount has good genetics, like good carry capacity and stuff like that. It's not a guarantee that they will. Not anymore. Alright, we have a storm incoming, but it's a light storm. Fairly standard. I'll make a bone sickle as soon as I can, but I don't think I can do it right now because I'm still trying to finish my armor. 65 bones means I can definitely make something. Yeah, chest piece or legs. I'll go with the legs. Gives me more bones left over. It's 6:16 in the morning, so the ambient brightness will begin improving very shortly. I have to find a new baby that I can start taming. I think I can get rid of those carrots now and just stick to mainlining the meat. That way we'll have as much health as possible. I just have to make sure that I continue to find more prime meat wherever I can. All right. Let's eat that prime meat. I'm gonna need to grab up that yeast for later. Thank you, sir. That's wonderful. The beans? I don't think we can get a spider as a pet, but if we could, you know, that'd be the first thing I'd want to do. There's a Tusker, but he doesn't have a baby. And I can't skin it because I don't have a knife that's hard enough. Let's go inside here and gather a little bit of ore. There at present is no spiders around this cave, so I don't need to worry about them. And it gives me a chance to get out of the storm. I'm gonna make some ramps. Now that we have all those, we are gonna want to get started on the mining perks that we need. Starting here. We can let these mushrooms spoil, or we can feed them to the tames, whatever we want. Okay. My carry weight is not full, so let's go get some fresh air. No way, I didn't know I could do that. That's awesome. Okay, so guys, I just learned something. I can't skin that guy. His hide is too tough for my bone knife to get through. But if you leave the body there, another wild animal will actually partially eat it, and then you can grab the leftovers after. That's kind of cool. And now I can make my chest piece. We have a full suit of armor officially. There's another Tusker over there. It might have a baby. Hopefully that one doesn't randomly die. Got it. All right. I fed it. Got a level up. Pickaxe melee damage. And we'll go movement speed. I'm now level 10. Got the crafting bench. We're gonna leave him here. Hopefully he'll be safe, but I have to fill my inventory with more ore. Even if that means risking his life, I gotta do it. Anyway, I have no stones, so I can't repair my pickaxe right now. Let's go back outside. I'll need to try to find a piece of stone around here. so I can put it back together again. Let's eat another dry meat. Bone sickle, I would need 2 wood. Here, Storka nearby, I think. They're the little blue raptors. I could kill those, get some EXP and resources. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can hunt over there, but I'm worried we'll come across an opportunity predator. There's a piece of stone, and it just occurred to me I'm gonna have to refill my oxide supply. So we'll try to find some. Yep, there's oxide right there. Okay. We got more coming. You stay there. Shit. I hate how they focus on your tame. Like, they just go straight for the fucking tame. They just overlook me entirely. I got a level up, but he got fucked up. Lost a lot of health. Yeah, it's dangerous out here. Dangerous out here for a youngling. There can't be more enemies than that, right? I'd imagine we've attracted and killed everything. Let's go get some oxygen. That's gotta happen now. You come with me. Put that in the soup. We'll make an oxide dissolver as soon as we can. A baby Yeti. That would be a dream come true. Who knows? Maybe it's possible. All right, we got all those. I'm gonna leave this here. Ill-advised though it may be. We're having bad luck with our tames. I don't know. I don't know why that tame in our house died earlier. Just randomly dropped dead. No cause, rhyme, or reason that we can attach to it. Prepare that before one of their friends comes along, like this guy. Repair that one. We got some skinning to do. We're leveling up fast, that much is obvious, and I'm enjoying it. All these kills. We're getting a lot of meat and bones, you know. Most importantly, the leather, because I have to make an air bladder for the oxide dissolver. I need to eat meat and prime meat. Okay. There we go. We have the mining things that we need. Now we're gonna get movement speed again. I'm gonna grab more oxide here. Pop that in there. All right. All right. Can't take much. I can use some of those to make a little more space. There we go. Two more. Okay. Let's get out of here. I wonder if that tame is still all right. It looks like it is. Nothing's bothered it. What am I eating? Well, Fancy, I'm eating beans and wieners. Yeah, buddy. Leftover beans and wieners from last night. How are you doing, buddy? Can I feed this to... Oh my god, I can. Wow, you can actually feed healing potions to your tames. I didn't know that. Cool. Oh shit. It's those dick birds over there. I hate that. They built that nest to like immediately in no time. I'm trying to crouch along, but we might... Oh, fuck. Okay, come on. Jesus. Okay. Well, we can heal him up. We can make more healing potions for him. For now, let's just get our bearings straight. You come in here in the house, I guess. Wow, I actually just interrupted the entire taming process. That's stupid. Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna dry some stringy meat. Yeah, we've had really bad luck with tames so far in the playthrough. Anyway, crafting bench, oxide dissolver, oxygen bladder, water skin, stone furnace, composter, herbalism bench, health recovery tonic. I also need the mortar and pestle, epoxy, flour, ranching station, riding saddle. And I guess that'll do for now. All right. So I'm gonna make a few more of these and heal them up. Oxite, salt, and bones. Salt, bones, oxide out of the suit. I think I might only need one. All right, we'll see you in a little bit, rain check. Take care for now, buddy. Level up. I don't want to leave the tame too long because the fucking thing died of SIDS while I was gone last time. No idea how it happened, but he did die. And it did seem to happen without a cause, so... Let's craft the crafting bench followed by the oxide dissolver. It's going to require wood, stone, and fiber. Wood, stone, fiber. Okay. And the oxide dissolver itself is going to require leather, bone, and wood. Followed by the oxygen bladder. Okay. Now I can put a bunch of these crafting materials into that bench. Grab that, equip it. Let's go get a drink of water after I feed the tame. Don't really like how you're standing near that fire. All right, buddy. I want you to just, like, chill back here, okay? Try to stay safe. Stay out of fucking trouble. It's been really hard to get ahead of the game regarding tames. Really hard indeed. We've been struggling with it. Okay. Put that in there. Let's craft a water skin. Make sure I can properly stock up. Okay, bladder is full. Sounds really funny when you say it without context applied, right? shit, nothing can cook. It's too full in there. Alright. That sucks. Alright. I'm gonna gather some stone, and I'm gonna make a fire pit. 25 wood and 100 stone. We already have the wood. Just need the stone. Well, the thing is, now I'm torn, because when I left my mount in my house, he literally just died for no reason. So, okay, let's leave him outside, let him walk around, and then he gets attacked by shit. I do think I heard tell of a bug where baby tames were just like randomly getting killed, so maybe that's what happened to mine, like he just dropped dead for no good reason, right? I mean, it seems on brand for the game. It does. To be completely fair, it seems perfectly on brand for Icarus. It's just also a tad disappointing, you know? What, I can't finish this boulder? Is there another chunk I can hit? No, I just can't finish this one, it looks like. Let's eat. And I'll also eat this. We'll have like super speed with our swing. I kind of wasted it. I have to get rid of this meat buff. There we go. I don't have any cooked stringy meat, so we only have half of the swing speed buff, but it's still better than nothing. I don't like those Vespers over there. Those are kind of hard to deal with. Mind you, if I made a bow and arrows, it might be easier to deal with them. Maybe I could just whip up a primitive bow. They're really easy to shoot. They're just very hard to melee. Extremely difficult to melee, in fact. Alright, well, either way, unlock stone arrows and the primitive bows, so we can try it out. Shooting them with the handgun was really easy. I'd imagine shooting them with the bow will be similarly simple. I got some stones stockpiled. Okay. So, I need to build one of these. The fire pit. It's gonna allow me to cook food faster, having 2 of them. Got to level up. I have 3 talent points available. Let's get base stamina regen. Fill up our water skin. Place down the fire pit. Put the wood in. And we can start cooking in there too. I'm gonna put 3 points into dense packaging. Now I have 20% more available weight capacity for whatever I happen to do. The only reason why I don't think he stepped in the fire is that the rest of my house didn't catch fire, Jesper, so I don't know. Because usually when you have an entity on fire and they're in a wooden house, doesn't the fire spread to everything? Or is it only when the player's on fire? Good morning, by the way. It's good to see you. Same to you, Jake the Snake. Same to you. Jesper, Jake, how are you guys doing lately, huh? And yeah, I am back to Icarus. I stand by my original opinion. I think it's a great game. I just think that the devs are apathetic, right? The devs are apathetic. They don't care very much about it. They don't want to refine it. They just want to make more money. It sucks. It really sucks. The game has soul, but the devs do not. And they don't give it the proper care that it deserves. I'm gonna kill these before they fuck with my team later. All right. I have to eat. Let's eat the dried meat. Give me more health. Fix those. All right. Can you manufacture sights and scopes for your firearms? I don't know. That's a question for Jesper. Can we make scopes for our guns, Jesper? Not doing bad at all. Yeah, it can be hard to get into this game long term. It's got a lot to offer. It is a good game. The devs just leave a lot of stuff broken and half-baked. Like they don't follow through is the problem. The devs don't have a good follow through. You had a job interview yesterday and 7 hours later you got a call stating you got that job and you're starting on Monday. Right on, buddy. Right on. Okay. Put that there. Grab this. We got to make that herbalism bench. And I have to begin making moves toward having those amplified healing potions. Herbalism bench right now just requires some fiber. I need to make myself a bone sickle, which I now have. Okay. Deposit all this. All right. Can I make a bedroll yet? Yes, I can. What's required? Let's go and get the plant fiber first. Okay, so no scopes. Okay, we got a lot of fiber. Wait here. Yeah, I don't want him to get attacked anymore. Level 15. Okay. Okay. Let's go. All right, come on, buddy. We're taking you back home. There are a couple new things that I learned that we are going to be applying in this playthrough, just so we can switch it up from the last one. I learned that I can take the concrete buildables from the mission site. I can't take other things. I can't take the locker. I can't take the wind turbine. I can't take stuff like that. But I can take the actual concrete, like the floors, the pillars, you know, stuff like that. I just can't take the devices, but I can take the infrastructure. And the next thing is we're gonna make sure that we're using ladders. There are ladders in this game, and I found out where they are. So we can start using ladders to help with the jobs and stuff, possibly even with the mines. Let's see here. So herbalism bench, and I need the ranching station, but that's kind of far ahead of us right now. Get away from the fire. Come over here. I don't want another baby dying on me. Like, it wasn't even to combat. It was just a bullshit, so. All right. Herbalism bench is done. And the stone furnace is also done. Okay. I'll start making the first of the iron, put the wood in there, and then I have to cook that stringy meat. Eat that. The Vesper nest is still over there. I'm gonna have to make a bow and arrows in order to try to take them on. I don't know if it's gonna work though. I've never really tried using bow and arrows against them, but it might work. Make the bow. We're making the iron ingots right now. I need to make an anvil and nails, so I am gonna need some more. All right. I guess just come over here, dude. I want you to stay there, and I don't want you to be vulnerable. Like, can I get you to... Not really. I can't move him at will. I'll try to, like, seal him in there. Or something. Alright, stop following me. He may still get killed, but at least that way he'll be a little bit safer, I suppose. He might be. Alright, I need to try to take out this Vesper nest, otherwise I can't even think about going in that cave. I hate the Vespers, they're really annoying, but we'll do what we can. Okay, well, it looks like the bow does work. It's pretty easy, too. Like, it's not so bad. What the fuck are you doing? I'm just gonna ignore him. Oh, yeah, now he comes. Okay. Alright, repair that. Took out the nest. I really wish there was a way to find arrows. Can't find arrows, Icarus. Okay, so there's you need like a trajectory mod apparently in your bow in order to actually retrieve the arrows. Fair enough. We've cleared this cave out of all of its iron, at least There might be another iron node like inside another node, but we're gonna assume that that's not true because it's a glitch if it is true. I don't know if my tame is okay or not, but we're gonna go check on it and we're gonna see. Yeah, Jesper, in this one it's different. You can't, in my experience, you can't pick up things like turbines, you can't pick up lockers, you cannot pick up any furniture of any kind, but you are able to take the infrastructure itself. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna do that for my tames from now on, kind of wall them into a whole bunch of ramps. I mean, it seems like it's working, more or less. Keeping it safe. All right. All right, let's make the anvil. I'm also gonna need to make a mortar and pestle, which requires silica, so let's go grab that. Okay. Now, grab some sticks, make another rag torch to replace this one, and I need to make a sleeping bag. Fur and leather. All right, let's get some sleep. The night is past. Now I need to put the mortar and pestle down. We'll just put it like right here. All right. Let's feed this guy. He's growing well now. All right. We're gonna eat shortly. We have more room in here now. We were able to divvy things up between the pestle and mortar and the crafting bench. Let's put this down. Grab the iron, make a bunch of nails. Okay, now I'm gonna craft a ranching station and probably a contact device, but I need a rope for that and another 10 rope for that. Okay. One more iron ingot. Move the knife down. We have the ranching station. I can make a saddle or an animal bed for, you know, like the faster taming speed. Fiber and fur. Don't really have enough fiber. I would need to get more. All right. Prepared. We are fed. All right. Thank you, Jesper. I appreciate that, buddy. We'll see you in a little bit, okay? All right. This is almost done. Almost. Hopefully it has good genetics. We're hoping for something that has like +7 cargo slots. The genetics determine quite a lot of the viability of the mount. There are spiders over there. I believe I can safely get this shit without ruffling their feathers, you know? Without disturbing their little leggies. We're gonna get a whole bunch of wheat, but this time, instead of converting it all to flour, I'm gonna save myself a stack. I need wheat in order to make animal feed for my mounts, so... yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. We have our tame. I claimed it. Odin. I like that. That's pretty dope. You know what? Shit, I might even keep that, but it depends. How are his genetics? Ew. Well, you know what? His max stamina is way higher. He has tremendous max stamina. But his instinct stat is very low, unfortunately. Now, I could keep it, mind you, I could totally keep it. Every 2 levels, he has a percentage chance at another mutation, apparently. It's a female, so if I get a male that has good instincts, I could try to breed them potentially. But I don't know what goes into the breeding. This guy will not have good carry capacity, but he will have really good stamina. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to just make it work. It's a woman, actually. I don't want a woman named Odin. What do you call a burly woman? Your mom. I have no idea. Helga. Oh yeah. I hitherto whenceforth dubbed thee Helga. I need rope, fur, and leather. I have the contact device, so I can now start to do missions. If I fancy it. Rope, fur, leather. I need to do something with all the wheat, but not all of it, you know what I mean? So let's do like 87 flour, and I'll keep 1 stack of wheat for making the animal feed. Okay, we have the saddle. Honestly, the creature having that much stamina is pretty good. Like of course, carry weight is important. Nobody's disputing that, but 125 stamina is a lot of extra stamina. It's not nothing, buddy. It is not nothing at all. That's rather tremendous. All right, I need to take a drink. And we're gonna start feeding this guy the white meat that we have, because he'll get a shitload of extra EXP by eating it. Now, I need to go to combat, and I need increased move speed with a knife equipped. And then for the solo tree, we're gonna get stamina regeneration rate. Yeah, he doesn't have as much inventory as he could have, but he's still gonna have 10 slots, as opposed to the 17 he could have with the right genes. How do you do the animal breeding? I have no idea how the breeding really works. Place a male and a female in a pen, feed them, and use a fertility serum? Oh, fuck. I need a fertility serum? Yeah, that's gonna be hard. It requires very specialized resources. What does this count as? A buffalo? Or a bull? Yeah, I don't know. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing any breeding, but if I ever have to go cross country, then Helga could be the one, right? Because she's got that massive stamina pool. And of course, we'll bump up her inventory as much as we can. Yeah, I wasn't expecting such a profound boost. 125 stamina is a lot of extra sprinting. Like, that is very considerable. So what does this bovine pack harness do? 22 cargo inventory slots, but it becomes unrideable, so. Okay. Either way. See, this gives you 125 max stamina. So essentially with this mount, I'll have that twice once I get my seeds going. That is pretty crazy. Let's craft the seed extractor. Wood, stone, and charcoal. We only need one. Hello, Ajay. What do you mean, what's this? How are you doing? Okay. Beat it. We can start using that tame to get around safer and do more specialized mining trips. Anyway, the bow and the arrows are kind of a specialty item whenever I want to take out Vespers, so we don't really need those. I'm gonna just put this iron in here for now. And we need to place down the contact device so I can start getting jobs. Okay. Silica ore, 51. Alright. We unlocked as much cargo as we could on this thing. Oh, shit. I gotta get back home. Fuck. Okay, come on, hurry up. Stop ragdolling. Let's go. Oh my god. Yeah, this is, I gotta get home, like, right fucking now. And I need to collect all of my valuable workstations. Everything I care about, I need to pick up. Everything that, like, costed iron to craft, I need to collect right away. So you stay here. All right. Yeah, so the anvil bench. Oxide dissolver, it doesn't matter as much. I don't want this to break though. Okay. and I have my fire whacker right here. I need to try to keep this house together. I can't make another bed if this one breaks. I don't think I have enough fur, so I'm just gonna pick it up. Okay, the storm is now worsening. Shitty part is we have a pretty big starter house, so we're gonna have to be constantly on alert and vigilant for damage. All right, well, we'll see you in a little bit, Ajay. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, the house has begun to get hurt. Of the storm is just about to start. What the hell? My door just disappeared. That's kind of weird. Looks like I picked up my door, but I picked it up like instantly for some reason. I don't know why, but at least we still have it. We can place it back down, and nothing broke because of it, so. Breaking a couple of series ago, I think it must have been because I let the damage go below like the 700 mark. Yeah, if you let the damage go below 760, I think that's when your structures start to take damage from the storm. Make a whole bunch of this tree sap, and then I'm gonna unlock the recipe. Oh, okay, and that is exactly why you always have a fire whacker ready. That right there. Fucking lightning struck my house. Yeah, you need a fire whacker when you live in a wooden house. Once it's stone, you don't have to worry about it, but up until then, you totally do need to constantly worry about it. Anyway, I can make epoxy out of bone, right? So I'm just gonna make... I need, right, the bone dust, crushed bone. Okay. Now I can start to place my things back down. Yeah, you don't want to leave your anvil out during a storm, just in case. Like, in the worst case scenario, you're gonna lose that anvil, which means you're gonna lose the 40 iron that you spent on it, so... Hi, sweetie pie.
Oh, now that I ate lunch, I'm gonna...
All right, let's put the stone furnace back down. Same with the fire pit. Put our bed down. Fill up our air bladder. Yeah, let's finish that silica job. I only need one more silica rock to do it. I'm going to take a drink. I am going to reapply my various buffs. Okay, and we can head out now. I need 51 silica, which I now have. How's Zuzi's setup going? Her setup is going well. The computer, we have it all hooked up. She has her webcam, she has her keyboard, her mouse, her monitor. We turned it on, we downloaded Steam. At this point, we're just waiting until we have better internet. Which was, again, right around the corner. We actually got the ball rolling on that just yesterday. We had a technician come to the house. We know where the satellite's gonna go, where the dish for the satellite is gonna go. And yeah, it's moving forward, Claire. It's going pretty good. She could theoretically make some videos, but I think Susie's probably intimidated about the prospect of learning like new software and stuff, like editing software and whatnot, right? So she's pretty nervous, but she'll get there. Okay, grab our reward. I guess I'll just take this, the ore surplus here. All right, that was a hard mission too. I got 30,000 DXP for that. Okay. can actually tame that Tusker if I want. That Tuscan Raider. Let's feed it. Helga is leveling up well. We're gonna want to go down here and get the fall damage reduction. You don't think you need it until you lose a mount to fall damage. What do I need to craft a steel pickaxe? I need to unlock the flare gun for that job later. I need to unlock the lantern. The steel pickaxe requires level 20. Same with the steel bloom recipe. So let's get the maximum run speed with knives. I'm gonna get this guy to just sort of stay here and walk around. My mount is not set to follow. He will stay. All right. Oh, I hate this cave. Is that exotics? Yo, there's exotics in here. That's the earliest I've ever gotten them. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna make sure that we've made a lot of like ramps and possibly ladders too. Let's unlock the schematic for thatch ladders. And then turn off my light. I need to equip my sickle, and we got to get gathering here. So you know what? I might actually want to try to get this tame in here. Oh, come on. All right. Your meat will sustain us instead, creature. If you are going to be stupid, then you are not going to be mine. Inferior. Inferior genetics on this one. He may not remain. Alright, so thatch ladder. Yeah, I only just recently learned that ladders are even a fucking thing, so we're gonna play around with them a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna put this ladder right here. I should be able to climb that to get out. Yeah, it works. I might want to move it over to the side though. Like maybe right here. Okay. Let's go see our mount. Pause it. And wait, I still need the sticks and the fiber. Let's make... I need more sticks, actually. I made 10 ramps. All right. I think I'm just gonna make a bridge across here. At least something approximating a bridge. All right, grab the exotics. Honestly, really happy I have these. This means I can rush that movement speed boost when carrying exotics right away and start using it. All right. Now, the ladders. It doesn't really look like I can snap the ladder to that, though, unfortunately. Like, it's very awkward to place, and I wouldn't even trust taking that ladder down. So, I'm gonna try to do, like, ramps. Jesus. Well, he's all right. He was doing well. He was tanking them. Do you get more sticks if you use an axe? Yes, you do. Yeah, for those little bushes. Yes, you do. Using an axe on... Here's a good way to understand it. Using an axe on the medium and small trees is kind of like using a sickle on a bush. If you use a sickle on a bush, then you're going to get more fiber, right? Similarly, if I take this small tree right here and I hit it with my axe, I get more sticks than I would otherwise. That detective had weird muscular boobs? God damn, buddy. That's no good. The best boobs are soft, floppy, and a little saggy. They make for the best mammary intercourse. I gotta go home. I have no choice. That's a second tier 5 storm in a row, dude. But yeah, I have to go home so I can protect the house from the coming storm. The storm is increasing in severity. I don't think it's bad enough yet, but hang on. I'm just gonna make sure I pick up the anvil because that's the most valuable thing. The rest of it I can probably protect. The storm is definitely in full swing now. It's gonna get worse as it goes on. Yeah. Let's start repairing. let's start drying this stringy meat right here. Okay. This is going to be a particularly nasty storm. It has 2 red zones. Nothing but driftwood and copper at the bottom. Well, we'll see, buddy. We'll see. There could be some iron down there. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. How are you doing? No problem, Tex. No problem. And Gutta, Tex, how are you guys doing, huh? I need wood to repair the hammer. We're approaching the red zone now. The damage is gonna get ramped up. Yeah, that happens fast when it goes red, eh? Yeah, you genuinely gotta keep on swinging your fucking hammer whenever you're in a tier 5 storm in a wooden house. Especially, well, when the red zones come upon you, that's when you really have to be constant about it. And there's gonna be another red zone coming in. Every day above ground is a blessing. That's what I like to hear, buddy. That's what I like to hear. It's a noble perspective. I struggle to feel that way a lot, you know? I'm a pretty quick to depression kind of guy. Low spirits haunt me always, but I try to remind myself every day above ground is a day you're lucky. Alright, we're in the final red zone of the storm. Prepare the hammer. Hopefully our next storm isn't a tier 5. We've had 2 in a row now. I'm hoping for just sort of like a casual storm, you know, tier 2. Don't even have to come home. I'm doing okay, Benjamin. I'm doing okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thank you. My channel's been suffering a lot lately, though. Whatever YouTube is doing under the hood, it's weird. I explained this earlier today, but in my stream yesterday, I peaked at 23 people, which is remarkably low. I'm used to peaking at like 100 people. And even though my peak was 23 people, I got 23 likes on the stream. And there is no fucking way, no way that every single person in attendance clicked like on that stream yesterday. There's no fucking way. So I actually think YouTube has implemented a new algorithm change where if a viewer doesn't engage with the stream, they don't count as a viewer. And the shitty part is, I think YouTube is taking all the ad revenue from those people and robbing it from creators. Yeah, because not only is my viewership way down, but my ad revenue earnings are way down too. And the only way, you know, I'm putting all these lines together on the graph, and I'm starting to realize it's probably not on the up and up. Okay. Two skill points to spend. We'll get the fall damage mitigation. I'll take all that off the mount. We're building up a good collection of stringy meat for our buffs. Happy to say. I'll store the iron ore in here for now. Let's make the epoxy that we can make with the bone dust. I now have flour, so we'll put that in the herbalism bench for the health recovery tonics. Now all I need is yeast, tree sap, and lily, 3 of which I already possess. We have tree sap right here, yeast in here, and lilies are at the waterfront. So I can start making these amplified healing potions pretty much right away. We can put our anvil back down. I'm gonna get some sleep. And I have a couple of talent points to spend. I want to get down here so that I can get the exotic sprinter thing, because we can start using that right now. It's a 10% increase to my speed, right? So we're going to get carry on, reduced over encumbrance penalty. And let's take another simple job here. Oh, locate. Yeah, we got to do that lost mission right there. That's very important. Let's eat. I'm going to grab some of this. Yeah, we got a good collection of food here. Yeah. I'm glad that we're getting the lost missions so early. I can use those portable beacons right away. YouTube is very shady. Yeah, there's... Oh my god. I hate being employed by them. On the one hand, it's like, yes, dream job, 100%. But it's like having a dream job with a nightmare boss. You know what I mean? Like the kind of boss where it's like, oh, your tips belong to me because I pay you wages, right? Like that sort of shady, kind of self-serving attitude. YouTube is 100% that. And you know what really sucks? They wouldn't have an ad blocker problem. Right now, more people are wanting to use ad blockers than ever, and it's because YouTube has become so selfish with its ads. I guarantee you that if every single ad that a viewer got was only 6 seconds long and they did not have to press skip on that ad, then nobody would use ad blockers. The vast minority of people, maybe like 2% of viewers, would use ad blockers. If every single ad was 6 seconds long and you did not have to click skip, then that's it. The ad blockers would be a thing of the past because people would have no problem with the ads. But YouTube keeps on trying to push that goalpost, move it further and further, and change the rules, right? And they're just constantly at war with the users of the platform. Can you imagine if YouTube had a Steam mindset? Actually just like treated its users with respect? There's spiders over there near that cave. I don't really want to take them on. Okay. I'm gonna grab some of these carrots. We can convert them into seeds. Yeah, now the majority of the ads that I get are like 45 seconds long, which is way too fucking long. It's unacceptable. I work for YouTube and I can plainly tell that it is... Oh, fuck. I have to suffer it. Oh, Chris. Good morning, buddy. Thank you so fucking much. You know, I've been having a really hard month income-wise. That is huge this month, more than ever. Thank you. Thank you so damn much, buddy. I really savor and appreciate that, dude. Food on my table and shelter over my head has never applied more than this month, so thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Everybody who received those memberships, welcome to the pack. It's good to have you guys. You're a saint, Chris. I haven't been attacked by one of those opportunity predators yet. Here we are. I wonder what loot we'll get in that chest when we open it. I gotta reapply that buff. I really appreciate that, buddy. Fucking huge. What did I do? What did I do to deserve a fucking community member like you, eh? I need a little bit of wood. My hammer is busted. Alright, let's fix it. We're almost done. 2 more repairs. Okay, Ooh, I got a platinum hammer. God, yes, buddy. That's sick. 40,000 durability on that too. Yeah, I love these jobs, man. You can get some dope stuff. Let's grab everything that I can scrap for bonus resources when we're done. All right, put that down. Grab it again. Hell yeah, I got some stuff. Okay. All right. Let's harvest this tree. I'm glad I could help you with that, Butter. I'm really glad, buddy. It'll tell you the levels of the storms that you have coming. Yeah, we got two rank 5 storms in a row. So does that mean the next storm is gonna be the rank 4, or does that mean that there's still a chance that I could get one more rank 5 before it's over? I don't know. Let's go claim our prize. What do we got? Cave worm knife. An iron knife. Oh, I really want those. I want the seeds, but I also really want the steel throwing knife and the iron knife. I have to take those. Yeah, I have to. Okay, talent point. Put that in here.
Oh yes, departing.
All right. Let's repair. All right, I can get rid of one of my bone knives. Let's get out of here. That was a highly lucrative job. We got a platinum hammer, an iron knife, and I got some steel throwing knives that I'll be able to use against the drones later on. Hell, I could honestly even scrap those throwing knives if I want to. We would get 9 steel ingots, and yeah, that's enough for a tool, right? That's enough for my pickaxe at level 20, which is coming up soon. I need to make sure that before I get another Lost mission, I get rid of this signal beacon. Otherwise, I can't get another free one. Yeah, I gotta put it in my chest. Yeah, we got another Lost mission right there. So I'm gonna deposit this right here, the portable beacon. Now I can get another one. I'm really happy to be getting those missions. Let's grab the cooked stringy meat. Put that in there and cook it. All right, grab the dried stringy meat. We are gonna put the carrots in here, extract some seeds, deposit all this stuff. Let's see here. I have a couple stacks of bones that I can convert into bone dust. And some sticks that I can convert into tree sap. All right. And then I can take all this apart. Whatever I don't plan on using anyway, like I can keep the ramps. All right. I do have a lot of extra wood, but we can just store it in here. So, oh wow, it landed right here. That's convenient. Okay, let's grab it. And where to next?
Clear immediate area. OES departing.
Over there. Just around the side of this ridge. I love that this mount has 125 more stamina than normal. The genetic system is honestly pretty cool. Like, I felt like I lost out because this mount doesn't have 7 extra cargo slots, but it also has the benefit of having the extra, like, stamina. You know, so it's like, whatever. The fuck was that? Okay, I need to get across here, which is hard because there's like that big gulch right there. I'm unsure of how I want to take this. Let's get more fall damage mitigation. And then I can plummet down. Okay. Invest more in the commune, eh? Well, pretty soon. Yeah, me and Zuzi, we're gonna have that better internet and we're gonna be playing Vintage Story together. We're probably just gonna do it on the multiplayer server, buddy. Oh shit, it's a slinker. Yeah, that slinker over there is bad news bears, buddy. Alright, I need to make sure my buffs are up because that slinker can do a lot of damage really fast. Alright, buddy. Let's get closer to the house. We got a slinker that we have to take on. Alright, we got it. Very dangerous animal, the slinker. My health is low, and unfortunately, I did not bring any heals. I have the meat. Technically, I can eat the meat to get like 20 health back each, Wow. What are you doing? All right. Let's get repairing. What do we got? Steel hammer and 33 steel bolts. That's, well, it's steel ingots if I want them. Okay, we're done. I think. There we go. Let's grab up all this shit. I can scrap it. I see, buddy, I see. So the mods got pretty crazy, eh? Well, it is what it is, buddy. It is what it is. At least they're cleaning up shop. All right. Yeah, we're gonna collect this whole place when we're done. That way I come out of it with extra resources, right? You just grab up everything, scrap them. There we go. I might keep those thatch floors, try and convert them into a bridge that I could use to get across that gulch. All right, what do we got? I could get seeds. Or a textiles bench. I need the leather backpack, but I could just unlock the textiles bench, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get the seeds here. Rhubarb and watermelon seeds. Yeah. I gotta level up. Level 20, I can now make a steel pickaxe. Okay. 25% inventory weight capacity. All right. Let's drink. I'm gonna have to fill that up when we get back home. And let's try to build a bridge across this. Like just some way of reliably getting over it. By Bennett Foddy. All right. Damn straight, buddy. Yeah, I love those TIE fighters. Holy shit. A lot of bear cubs. All right. Lucrative, these opportunities here. Okay. Yeah. Got it. I don't like only having one bone knife, right? You gotta repair it regularly, but having the iron knife means that I'll be able to harvest like stronger creatures. All right, let's figure something out here. Okay. It's not holding up too well. Okay, now. Yeah, it doesn't look too stable. All right, we're gonna move this somewhere else. Yeah, we'll figure something out. As long as we don't get a random ass tier 5 storm that fucks us up, we're good. Oh wow, that didn't work. Okay. Yeah, this gulch is I can climb that myself. I barely need any ramps on that side. If I could find another way to scale this easily, then we'd be good. It's just so damn high, you know? That's the problem. It's a really high up place. Let's see if my mount can easily get up the hill most of the way so that the ramp doesn't have to come down as far. So like right here, right? Yeah, my mount can easily scale that and get here. So I'm just gonna try to make a ramp like right here. Just about. Yeah. There we go. It's not much, but it'll do. Oh yeah. All right, let's get to our rudimentary home and see about making ourselves a steel pickaxe now. I'm just about ready for an upgrade. Crazed creature and collection. Collection's easy. I like all the hard quests that we're getting. The vast majority of the quests that we're getting are ones that give us 15,000 experience. It's kind of wonderful, actually. Okay. All right. We'll leave that stuff in there to spoil. And let's scrap these. Oh my god, I'm starting to get too much leather, buddy. Which we can technically deal with, but it involves spending a point in a very specific place. Right here, leather breakdown. I can turn leather into rope. Okay. So let's grind up the rhubarb here, put the other seeds in there. All right. I'm gonna make 60 ropes. We'll put 37 bones in there, convert the rest into bone dust. Same with the sticks right here. Let's pet our mount. You'll get bonus EXP from what we're crafting. All right, we got a lot of good buff foods here. Mount's got to level up. We're gonna put that into maximum stamina at this stage. And I need to start crafting steel bloom. So, tier 2, steel bloom, carbon paste, crushed limestone, may as well unlock those. And then we also need to unlock the steel pickaxe right here. Yeah, buddy. Honestly, I am probably gonna make a steel axe as well. I could use a steel knife. Not really too keen on dicking around with the bone stuff anymore, right? So I'm gonna scrap this steel hammer. 3 steel ingots, another 3, and then I can scrap these steel knives. Get 9 steel ingots. All right, steel pickaxe right there. Let's put the epoxy in there. That's where we need it. Craft a steel axe now. Oh. Okay. Destroy the stone pickaxe and the stone axe. They are obsoleted tech. Same with the bone knife. And I'm gonna need 3 more steel ingots for that. All right. I need... what? I need charcoal to go with the iron that we have in there. So let's grab up some charcoal from all sources and chuck it in there. We have a bunch. And make some steel bloom. I'll make 11 to start. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't go overboard with it because we often need more iron for nails and stuff for various things. In order to make that steel knife, I only need 3 steel bloom. Got it? Now we're gonna smelt it. Deposit all that. Craft the epoxy. Yeah, we got a mission. It's a collection mission, but it looks like it's in the swamp. However, I learned the way through this cave, so it is theoretically possible that I could go into the swamp to do that job. The possibility is there, buddy. Like, I know the swamp now. I actually understand how to get in there and shit, so... I mean, we can see. We can see. I have a steel knife now. All the cooked gamey meat is now done. Okay. let's deposit this. The portable beacon. I no longer need it right now. I got more charcoal. Let's shove it in here. And let's go fill up the water skin as well as my air bladder. Oh. Alright, I need more charcoal in my water purifier. We're all out. I'll just put this small stack of 215 in there. And I'll fill up my air bladder while we wait for that to fill up. There we go. Welcome back, Rain Check. Welcome back, buddy. Make the leather into rope and then destroy it for fiber. That's actually pretty clever. Hello, AJ. You didn't miss too much, buddy. You didn't miss too much. We actually, okay, you missed some pretty cool shit. We got 2 of the Lost missions, so we now have 2 portable beacons. And they were both hard missions, so we got 15,000 experience each. I found exotics in a cave, so we're working our way toward this talent that gives you a movement speed boost when carrying exotics. And I've made steel tools. We're at steel tools now, buddy. Yeah, things are going well. All right, we got our air bladder. Yeah, we're about to go into the swamp right now, actually. It seems pretty early in the game, but we have a quest that's leading us over there, so we're going to be heading in. I do more or less know my way around that cave in there. Tech tree. I need to get the food processing station. Fertility serums. I'll unlock them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do the animal breeding too soon. The cooking station. I'm going to get the wood burner, the pot belly, and the homestead stove, as well as the ice box. The salting station I'll get, but we probably won't need it. Okay. Now, let's make the cooking station. I'm gonna need to make some fat. I kind of want a lantern, but crafting it would cost, oh, just iron. Okay, epoxy and animal fat. Yeah, I can do that right now. Good. So we're gonna put this cooking station down, and I'm gonna convert some meat into fat. We have meat. I think it takes 5, right? Yeah, if we're gonna be going through that cave to the swamp, we should have a lantern instead of this wood rag torch. Got it. Equip the knife. And I also need healing potions, so we have to go get some lilies. It's very important that I do that before we go, because we don't know how dangerous it's, you know, it's pretty dangerous in there, particularly in terms of poison and damage over time. So we're gonna make sure we're covered, that we have the heals we need to survive anything. Okay. This is the last ingredient that we need to make the healing potions, so we got it. Let's make 10. Now, that's gonna take a while. It's gonna take like 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go grab up this tame over here. Maybe it can have different genetics than we currently have. All right. I do want to go, yeah. We have a collection job in the swamp. It is dangerous, and it's right here, right? Like, I just have to get right there, and then, you know, we can go in and then leave pretty much. I think I'm gonna make a bed so that the tame can grow faster. We need 60 fiber. And I don't think my tame can catch fire if he walks on this, the fire pit. I think he might be okay. I think it's only the campfire. All right, buddy. You can get comfortable in that bed. I've overfed him, so he should be respectably tamed when we return. He's resting. Well, I tried to get him to lay down. He just won't quite do it. Don't really know why. Either way, let's grab our healing potions. I have 7 of them. Well, he's laying down. Let's feed him one more time, and let's go. Hopefully he makes some progress while we're gone. Anyway, it is getting late. I gotta level up. Got a talent point as well, so let's put that into exotic sprinter. And then I'm gonna want to keep a piece of exotics on me pretty much at all times, so that I have that extra boost on top of the normal. There. So that's just a permanent part of my inventory now. Let's go. It is getting very late, so I might... what time is it? I can go to sleep right now, actually. In 5 in-game minutes, so we're gonna go to sleep first. All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Claire. All right. Yeah, her surgery went well. Her surgery actually went pretty well, buddy. Yeah, she's doing okay. Okay, we have slept. Feed him one more time, and let's go. Oh, we got an opportunity predator there. And he won't make it easy. Let's reapply my buffs then. If the opportunity predator is there, I have to make sure I'm ready for anything. My health is extra high at 832. Let's get our mount to follow. Okay, Juvenile Slinker. I don't really like the Slinker because it has a permanent debuff. At least in a cold environment it does. But I'll take the Slinker home. I mean, it's still a base defender, right? We'll just take it home, let it use the bed, let it start eating, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how we feel about it. It's not too often that you find a slinker baby, right? So I feel like we may as well just let him in the house and try to keep him safe. Let's go, buddy. Come on in. All right. I'm hoping there won't be a storm while we're gone, but I think that if you're not in the biome, then you don't have to worry about it. Like, your stuff de-renders, right? Miasmic tools are a long way away, AJ, or Ajay. I'm gonna have to make sure I get a chemistry station first, right? That's a while. That's a while away. We got spiders over there. Now, I do have heals, but the spiders are still a worrisome prospect. Okay. Yeah, that poison is really deadly, dude. You see that? You see the rate of deterioration? I have to make sure I out-heal that. Okay. And I want to get my mount through here too. So we're gonna have to widen this hole a little bit more than normal. Yeah, if you're gonna take on spiders, you need to have healing potions for the DOT. You really do. Anti-poison is not enough. You need to be able to restore HP. Wow. Heal up. Another slinker, eh? Jesus. Okay. I have 3 more healing potions left for later. Let's pop in here, and I think I remember the way that we have to take. We have to turn right here. And then I have to go up here, yes. And then across here. Follow the trail. Go up. It's really not that far to get to the swamp. Once you've done it once, it's easy to figure it out, you know? Yeah, we're in the swamp now. We made it. I have to go further in than I'm comfortable with, but we might be all right. I turned off my lamp. I'll try to grab some crops while we're here. I got some Farish avocado. I know it's not Avocado. It's a reference to an old meme. What the fuck? Shit, that drone is still shooting at us here. Let's keep moving. Okay. All right, I need to get over this cliff. I'm still getting shot at by that asshole drone, but let's go. Go, 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 go. Why am I so slow? Fuck. I touched the slowing thing. Oh god, that sucks. And my stamina's depleted. Don't know why my stamina's depleted, mind you. I would love to kill that drone, but I don't have any ranged weapons. What the fuck? What is that? These are really, really annoying when you don't have a ranged weapon, I admit. Like, I just can't do anything about them, right? Like, they stay safe, they shoot up there, they have unlimited ammo, the ammo tickles. Doesn't do much damage. It's just designed to be like completely annoying, you know? Yeah, there's like 4 of them too. Alright, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just not even gonna try to kill them. They're not gonna let me. Not with melee. I have good fall damage mitigation on the mount. We need to find 5 transmitters. Fuck. Okay, heal up. This is pretty bad, I think. I don't think this counts as a shelter. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. What are we gonna do? Come on, buddy. Yeah, this is pretty much the worst case. Why are we getting so many tier 5 storms? That's what I want to know. Like, I have no idea why. We just keep getting tier 5s over and over and over and over and over again. Like, all I've gotten is tier 5s this whole fucking playthrough. I'm pretty sure we're gonna die. Like, I just don't think I can survive something like this. I mean, it would be survivable if the visibility wasn't so bad, but yeah, we pretty much lost our playthrough. It's stupid and it's unfair and it's annoying, but I can't do anything about it. I've almost made it to the cave. I might not actually die. I don't know how I almost made it to the cave, but I have. Well, there we go. Did my own mount just kill me? My own mount just killed me. Wow. That's really annoying. Not gonna lie, that's a really fucking annoying end to the series. I'm just gonna delete Icarus, dude. I keep trying to fit a square peg in a round hole and enjoy it, but the simple truth is, Icarus, it could be a good game, but it's not. The devs are just too fucking retarded, man. They're too retarded. And I keep on trying to give the game charity. I'm like, the game, I love the game. I just hate the devs. But the truth is, I think it's a little bit of both. And the problem is, I have the sunken cost fallacy, where I sunk so much money into this game. But I've made the money back by playing the game. That much is true. It's just also annoying that I have to live with the fact that I wish I never bought it. To be fair, I feel like it was a profound waste of money. And yeah, you know, losing our fucking playthrough like that was just really fucking annoying. So now I need to figure out what I'm playing for the rest. We're just going to play Dragon Age, right? We're just going to play Dragon Age. All right. We have the redirect ready. Grab the chat for the new stream. All right, so everything is pretty much ready. We're gonna start playing Dragon Age and kind of continue on with it. Yeah, all right, I'll be right back. All right, well, without further ado, I suppose we may as well just hop right in. At least we know Dragon Age is gonna work. Yeah, we gave it that patch yesterday. It's not crashing. It's just fine. Completely reliable. All right, let's just double check and make sure. Yeah, we have the redirect. All right, I'll see you guys over there.